Hello, and welcome to What Happens in This House Stays in This House, Truth Over Silence podcast. I am your host, Tammy Montgomery Dozier, and I am excited today, guys. I have my family on here with me. The name of this podcast is going to be called It's a Family Affair. So everybody say hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
All right, guys. So awesome to have you on here. So this time, last year, I had my granddad on for his 97th birthday. So in a couple of more days, he's going to be 98 years old. And I am so excited that we can talk to him again for another year with his children on here. So that is such a blessing. So what I'm going to do, well, you see my granddad right there, Mr. James Anderson, who's turning 98. I want to, for the children that are on here, introduce yourself from the oldest to the youngest that's on here now.
Janie Montgomery.
All right, next.
Posey Anderson.
Okay, who's next?
Charles Anderson.
All right,
Dorothy
Next.
Falls.
great.
Ida Crosby.
Okay. I don't know if my uncle can get himself on off mute, but that is Mr. Tom Anderson right there. He's driving, so can you say it? All right, there you go. Got it?
Yeah, I'm on, but I'm still driving. I'm in traffic.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, guys. So my first question is going to be for my granddad. So last year, this time, we did a podcast for your 97th birthday. So what has changed between 97 to 98? Do you feel any different, granddad?
No, ain't too much different.
Ain't too
Just
much?
got a little older, that's different.
Awesome. So my question to you, so you've been in this pandemic or whatever that we've been in, and you've done it before, and we discussed a little bit of this last year. Is everything about the same, you think, or what do you think about the whole thing that's going on now?
Straight down.
Yeah, mostly everything's about the same it was last year, mostly.
Okay, so do you think that, so with your experience and you've been around for almost 100 years, which is an awesome thing. I am so grateful to say that I have a grandfather who's been here 98 years. And I'm going to get off the COVID thing with everything going on in the world now. What advice
Well,
do you have?
it ain't too much love now as it was when, back in the old days.
Yeah.
We was cared for one another and they would help one another, It wasn't no stripes and all of that like it is today. People had more love for each other.
I'm sure.
They would, everything they had, they would divide with one another.
Yeah, we don't do that as much now. There's so much animosity and hate in the world today that's being shown, and we see it every day. So I have something for your children. Any one of them can ask. It doesn't matter which order. What is the one question that you would like to ask your father, or something that you want to know about that you've never asked? Because sometimes we don't ask things, or something about your history. What is something that you want to know that you may not know? Y'all have anything? Nothing?
Yeah, I want to know about where his grandfather came from.
So where your grandfather? Well, one of my grandfather on my dad's side, he come from South Carolina, but they sold him in Alabama, and he walked from Alabama to Mississippi, and that's where he met my grandmother at Mississippi, and her mother had been a slave, and he walked from Alabama to Mississippi and met her, and she told her that she would marry him. She never would have to work in the field. So she married him by my grandmother. So he made him stick to what his word, and she never did go to the field or pick no cotton and do nothing like that.
All right.
So
Great story.
So my grandmother died on my mother's side. On my mother's side, he came from Alabama too, and he came down and he set up a Sand Ridge, set up back in the, while it was in the old town, back in the woods, he set up Sand Ridge Church back there. And that's where we started our church at back there. My granddad did. And he raised that in church till he passed away. So that Sand Ridge is still up to date, on today. In the little town, we moved it to Goodman on night on 51 Highway, so that we still have a little church today from back in, I think it's somewhere in the, it was in the, well, it was in the 18 something.
Wow, that is a good. Anybody else have a question?
18
I'm sorry.
Something. My mother was too.
Okay.
So I was born in 1923. So I had brothers, some of them was 20 years old.
Okay.
It was eight boys and 5 girls.
Anybody else have a question?
My question is, I want to know, where did my dad meet our mother at? How did they meet?
Well, we met at church. Yes, we didn't have no, what you call it?
Cause.
No, we had to walk to church when we go, but we met at church. So that's where we got dated at the church, and that's where we stayed together till we got married at church. So we stayed together 73 years. 73 years. Never had any problem, anything.
Mm-hmm.
So, Granddaddy, what was it about Grandma that made you approach her? What was it about her?
Well, she was both of us. We was at the time we were both Christian.
Okay.
And we just met and got to talking, and so we just fell in love with one another.
All right.
All right.
All right. Anybody else? Thank you, Granddad. Anybody else have a question?
Them 73 years never had no problem or anything.
That is so good.
Yeah.
So, okay, before somebody asks a question, what is the secret to a long marriage at 73 years?
The one is get along with one another and do the right thing. You know, we have some people now, they married, but it's like the little song I used to sing all the time. Supposed to stay at home with your wife and children, just children. That's all I always did. I stay home with my wife. Never was off at night and midnight and all like that.
Okay.
Never stayed up all night. I think I never stayed off from home all night. But one night, I think I got caught off in a rainy town. I had to stay in the Goodman Stonewall one night. So the only time I was off from home all night. So when you're married, you got to live right and do right. And we never had no problem in the 73 years.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Appreciate it. Any more questions from the kids? What y'all got for your daddy?
I want to know why he left the military.
Well, I don't know. After we got our basic training, I had when I first went home, they would give me a shot. I don't know that shot made me have the mumps of what it was. My lips swelled up, and they pulled the teeth, and my jaw swelled up. And I never have no more problem. I took the basic training, come back training, and all of that. And at the end of the training, they want to give me a discharge, and I take it. It wasn't no problem. Wasn't anything wrong with me or anything like that.
Okay. Thank you. Anybody else? I know y'all got something. No questions for your daddy?
I got one.
Okay.
All right, Daddy, who's your favorite kids?
Your favorite kids.
Well, all of y'all my
Posey.
favorite kids.
Dad,
That's why he's not
all of y'all my favorite, but
you got to have some good and the bad.
well,
Oh, we know who the
well,
bad
I ain't talking about that Mostly. Boy, he mostly helped me more than any, the rest of the kids. But,
Who do you say,
all of
Hosey?
y'all my favorite kids. He was just special about helping me.
So y'all hear that? He said Hosey.
I said he was special about he's special about helping me now.
Right.
Oh, that's just in the garden. So what about the rest of us?
Well, all of y'all did business work, but I'm talking about when he would go out his way, he would leave cargo and came down, just help me to plant a garden and stuff. I said, I appreciate anything all of y'all have did for me.
Well, Janie came down and stayed
But
with
that
you.
wouldn't
Came down.
that wouldn't make him no special than nobody else when he just
Yes, yes.
I'm just messing
All
with
right.
you. I'm just messing
All
with
right,
yeah, I
Well,
loved all of y'all. I don't think I mistreated nobody. None of them.
Oh no.
No, we don't about that.
No, yeah, definitely never none of that.
Tommy got another question.
I got another question.
Favorite daughter.
Tommy.
Well, all of them favorite.
My daughter. That's a daughter. Favorite daughter.
Trying to start something.
I'm trying to start.
Well, which of your kids gave you the most trouble then? I should ask it that way.
Oh, well, I don't know. Anybody give me more trouble. He just got an accident and stuff like that. Got in car wrecks and stuff.
Well, Ricky did that too, so.
He said Ricky did that too. He had an accident.
They did. I didn't know.
He don't remember.
I remember.
Oh, you don't remember that one?
When he first got that car, he went right down the hill and hit something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Dr. Vida, you had an accident too.
No. I was in the ditch with my car, but I didn't have no accident. I ain't never had no accident.
So guys, anybody else got something for Granddaddy?
Daddy, when Janie was playing ball, did you get to go to all her games?
Yeah, Jane was playing. I went to her game in Saturday. She was the best ball player I knew, like from the family. They won the championship one year. I forgot what year that was.
All right. Okay, Mama. So guys, you all are his sisters and brothers. My question for you guys, what is like the craziest story that you guys have of each other? One of the craziest.
Crazy.
It's crazy, kind of.
Something that happened.
Something that happened.
So didn't somebody get kicked with a mule or something like that happened?
I'll tell about the hanging.
Or a horse.
A horse.
I remember once when I went to my mama, she had some glass to throw in there. It was a creek over there by our house, and she always believed in throwing glass. When you break a glass, they always said 7 years trouble. So she was going to take the glass and throw it in the ditch, and it had rained. And the water was just going down there. So I was gonna kick my feet out there in that water, and it was just going so fast. And my mama grabbed me back. Other than that, it was just took me on down the stream. And then once I was outside, and I pulled the mule's tail, and he kicked me.
Wait a minute, wait a minute. That was with who? That was me. Y'all let eat garden dust, or was that Ricky? I remember y'all telling me that story. Yeah.
What did he do?
Oh, y'all let me fell off the porch. Which one was it?
It was Rick.
Oh.
I hope you got a one to tell about you put the trap in the stove. So the one that go in there and get the biscuit. Tell that one, Hogan.
No, just they couldn't wait till everything was done, so they wanted to go in there. So I set it up for them. If they go in there, they'll get caught. You know, that's why I did that.
He just got the big sticks.
God, no, because they made him so young.
So did anybody go in there and get them?
No, I don't think nobody did.
Any other story?
I heard the one story that y'all told about the snake fell out the ceiling in the bed when y'all was in the bed. Somebody can tell that story.
Oh, Ed had to tell that one.
No, I was in that bed.
Oh, yeah.
Snake fell out in. Ed was the only one seen it because I left him. Oh, hey, Tammy. I got one that was one night we were coming from the field back up in the wood, and Ed said he seen we call it a panther, but it's called a panthers. And I was behind them. Man, I screamed out and I passed both of them. They couldn't even catch me.
So guys, my question is, because you guys, every night, no fail, you are on the phone every single night during prayer time with each other, and you're singing songs and you're praying. What can you say about the importance of family? Because you all are so close. What can you tell people about that? Why is family so important?
The importance of family, I think that's what biggest problem today is, is the family is not as close as they should be. It's a lack of father and mother in the household. When you got your father and your mother at all time, it's a lot different, because like Dad, when I used to go to the game, he took to every game. That one thing he would do, you didn't have to be. He would take you to them games because he wanted to go himself. But that's an excuse for him to get to go to all the games too. But he would go to all our basketball games. But Mama would come to the school. Now you did something wrong. Now she come to the school to get you.
Okay, thank you. I think that we lack a lot of that today. Anybody else?
Yeah, because he always came to every one of my games too. He won't tell it, but he know I was the best basketball player.
Anybody else about the importance of family?
Yeah, my wife.
Wait.
No, go ahead. Let Daddy go.
No, I was just saying when she knew when his kids was coming home, she gonna have them children something to eat. They wasn't gonna be hungry at any time.
Anybody.
She gonna fix to eat, something to eat for them if she had to still pay for the night. Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, Mama loves kids now.
She love her children. So.
All of them must have been her children because she fed everybody came through the door.
Yeah, everybody's children. Yeah, one of everybody's children. And she before me and her marriage, she said we'd go to church and people be the priest standing on the church ground. She told me, I said, if I ever married and had a home, I ain't gonna leave no preacher at no church. I'm gonna take him home and give his dinner, feed his dinner. So that's what we did for 73 years. We fed all the preachers what preached at both churches. She cooked every Sunday.
I know that for sure. Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
And the hobos too.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. She right. The hobos too.
Anybody else about the importance of family?
You have to know
What you want to teach your kids about the importance of, I mean, most of the kids aren't grown now, but what is it that you try to instill?
she never did want her children to be hungry. Nobody else to be hungry stayed around her. She gave them her last.
That's for sure.
That's for sure.
Well, then, Tammy, to answer that question, we was always told to be respectful to everybody.
That's right.
And be kind.
That's right.
Yeah, you took the words out of my mouth. That's what I was going to say. You got to always respect your elders, no matter who they are.
Yep, and we was always brought up, and we as kids, we had a lot of love for one another. I think that's like in today. We didn't have much. We had a lot of love, and we had good times together because she always, Dad and Mama always taught us to be respectable, like you said. And we didn't have much, but Mama always stayed there, and she always fixed food for us that we didn't have to go out to nobody else's house and eat. And she just taught us how to be there for one another. And she was always there for us. And like you said, when any of us came or whatever, she always made sure that she had food fixed when we got there. And I remember that Ricky and Dad when they worked in the store, she never would go to the bed till they left out the store. She just, like she was an angel just watching over us. She just would never go to sleep or anything. She just watched out for all her kids. She just had so much love. And I think that's today we lacking from having a lot of love for one another and trying to be there for one another. And I think we pretty much do that, but I just think, it's more that should be with other families and things in the world today, that to be there and care for one another and do what you can for somebody else if you can.
Yeah.
You lacking love
in
the world today.
Yes.
Yes, I know. My mother and daddy, they always taught us, if anybody older than you grown people, so if you're grown, you're supposed to say yes and no to them. But it ain't like it is today. Don't care. I don't care how old you is and how young your children, but they gonna say yep. They ain't gonna say yeah. They gonna say yeah, no. They ain't gonna say yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am, too. They don't honor nobody. Nobody want to honor nobody to be in this time of day. So that's when the world is like it is. Nobody. They want to honor the school teachers at school and nowhere else because they ain't been taught the right thing.
So what do y'all think changed from your generation to the next one to the next one? Because even my generation is different than the younger. So what do you guys think changed?
I think they wiser, but they're a little weaker than when we came along. We never sit around in the house. We walk most everywhere we went. Now everybody they just go around, they go jump in the car and drive. They don't walk. We walked everywhere. We walked to the store. We had to walk a mile to get on to school, but just to go to school. In rain and sleep, whatever, we had to walk. But now, if you go to the store, they're gonna try to get the closest part. Nobody gonna walk. Everybody want, and they sit in the house, play games, sit all day long, still going outside, getting that air like we did.
Do you think that as it started progressing in life, when it got to the 70s, 80s, and 90s, that we started getting too much? Because you all learned how to live without.
Too much.
So my generation was the beginning when we started.
We had to buy our own car. And we got it when we got our first car. We had to buy it ourselves. But now, they be 15, 16, they getting a new car. Just getting out there trying to grab. But we had to get a job and buy for ourselves. And when we was at home, we had to, we had to cook and do our share. We had to share our chores. We had to, somebody had to do the wood, somebody had to wash the dishes, somebody had to carry the water. Everybody did their part, but now it's not like that.
Yeah, when I was born, it's been about 90 years ago. Wasn't no cars we had. Wasn't nothing but wagon and mule. We used to have to rock. And we went in where we had to hook the mule to the wagon, go to ride the wagon, ride to town. wasn't no cars at that time. And nothing. And the biggest of folk had buggies and they were rid horses. If they had to go a pretty good for the doctor that they had to come to you, they'd be riding the horse and he'd have his little suitcase on hooked to the saddle on his horse. They'd go around to see people's houses. Doctors would visit people's houses because they didn't have no cars at that time. It wasn't no trucks or nothing like that. It wasn't nothing but wagons. We had to go like 10 or 15 miles. We had to go in a wagon with the mules.
Wow.
So
that is a big difference from now. I mean, even
now,
with that.
oh yeah, trillion cars now. It might have been trillion horses and mules back in.
Anybody else want to comment about that? About, what's the difference? What happened?
Well, then look like the more people get, the further the way they get from God.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes, I agree.
Amen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No foundation, that they don't have a foundation where growing up, we had a foundation of church and God. And that's basically how I grew up. I remember when I was at Jackson State, and grandma made me go to church every Sunday. I had to call home and say, tell her I came down here to go to school, not church. But grandma made me go to church every single Sunday. But I appreciate that because that's where my foundation. And a lot of kids now, they don't have anything, anywhere to go to. They're looking at TV and they're thinking that, oh my God, these people have it because they have money and fame. So they worship that more, I think, than they worship having a foundation.
I think so.
God.
Yeah, he was 8 of us boys and 5 of us were deacons of the church. 5 of the brothers. We were brought up in church, but people not brought up in the saloons and places.
In the street.
Well, I say in the streets.
Yeah. All right. Anybody got any more comments about that?
Yeah.
So what was it like being growing up in a big family?
We smoked back there, but we had to smoke right at the back and sunflower leaves, and we sip and try to smoke them. Had some back chewing the back of their old people used to sell them Bullet the Wood and Dave Wick and stuff like that.
Okay. Thank you, Granddaddy. So, yeah, what was it like growing up in a big family? I can't even imagine. I'm an only child. So, what was it like?
Yeah, well, you were in the 20s and 30s back there. Yeah, we didn't have couldn't get, well, they wouldn't get no books for no children in school. We had to buy the books. And so it was 8 of us in the family going to school. So my daddy couldn't, me and LD was the youngest two. He couldn't buy books for us right at the time because we had 5 more of them had to have books. And so I went to school about 2 or 3 years, didn't have a book to read. So I was in the 30s. So, and we had Congress. He was from Louisiana down there. He told us he would tell the people in Mississippi if they keep their education out the black people's head, he would keep the money out their pocket. That's what they talked back in them days.
Anybody? What was it like growing up? It was 8 of y'all in the house. Did y'all fight over stuff all the time?
Yeah, didn't have no money about nothing.
We didn't have nothing to fight over, but work.
What it like?
What it was like.
What was it like being in a big family?
Well, for me being the youngest, it was nice that every summer I could go to Chicago or Rockville to get something different. So that was a lot of fun.
Good.
leave Mississippi and then go out of state. So that was good.
Okay.
That's why I learned how to grill and everything by watching Charles and Ed and all of them. So
Okay.
that was a good thing for me.
Nice. Anybody?
Yeah, Tammy, we had eat every day that we didn't get through with our chores or working in the field. We just had an old basketball hoop with a bicycle rim on it, and we played basketball. We made up stuff to do. We would go in up across the ditch back there in the hills and just play. It wasn't nothing else to do. You didn't have things to argue about and who had this and who had that because didn't nobody have anything. So we had to make up things to do. And we used to go up to grandmama, and it was a little hill about 15 to 20 feet tall. And we dare each other to jump off of it. So we had to make up things. And then we would make a wagon. We would cut wheels up and soak them in water. And they put holes in them and get that little old wagon and come down that hill. Sometimes the wheels fall off, sometimes they did. We probably shouldn't have been doing it because we didn't ever get hurt though.
Yeah, I know we used to play jacks. I don't even know anybody, kids know what jack is right now. A ball and some little jacks, and you pick up the jacks with the ball. I don't even think kids know what that is now.
Yeah.
We had fun though.
We sure did.
Yeah. Also play marbles.
Yeah, marbles.
Yeah, marbles. Yeah, I play marbles.
I used to love that.
That was some of my best childhood memories coming to Mississippi because all of my cousins.
Ooh, yes, sir. Oh, yeah. I didn't know.
What did Granddaddy say?
I was at home had ear was shutting them, shooting the marbles. I know one of my thumb now got a place on now where I shot
marbles.
It's still not them. That's why I shoot so many marbles.
That's probably why I got arthritis in my thumb now.
I know you didn't shoot no marbles.
Yes, I did. We used to do it all the time, then we talk.
Yeah, we didn't have nothing there.
Exactly.
We didn't have no bicycle.
Nothing but dirt. That's all we had.
Yep, that's it. Dirt.
Dirt. That's right, dirt.
All right, family. So this last thing is this. What is it that you want to say to your father? You know, what he taught you and the lessons that you learned. What do you want to say directly to him?
Glad he was always there for us. And when we was wrong, he told us we was wrong and he gave us whippings and what we needed to keep us straight. And none of us has ever been in jail or anything because of it. So, I mean, that's the most important thing. You whooped us when we needed it. You disciplined us like you were supposed to, and we turned out fine. But these days, they don't. You want you to touch a kid. I think that's the problem. But yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
For keeping me straight. Yep.
And I like.
Anybody else want to say something to Granddaddy?
When Granddad taught us that hard work pays off. You know, you work hard and do it the right way, and it pays off. And leave them credit cards alone if you can.
I never had a credit card.
I'd like to say to him, I thank him for all he's done for me. And like he say now, I wish I known what I know today. Like he said, he never had a credit card and he never had a job paying any money, but what he did,
never had a credit card.
He always, what he had, he always used it wisely. So thank him, you know, for all he done. And my mama gone on, and I, you know, but I just got to say this. I thank her too because I thought she used to be so mean and everything. She would whoop us. Daddy would just talk to her, but Mama would whoop us. And I thank her because she taught me what thing that when you do something, do it right. Don't rush and do it, because she would make you go back and do it over. And I just thank both of them for today.
Hey, all right, how's it going?
It paid off.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Well, I just like to.
When they can talk to you, they tell you how they fit into you. Who's next?
Anybody else?
Oh yeah, I got something, Tim, I wanted to read to him.
Okay.
And it's Proverbs, the 3rd chapter. I'm gonna read a few verses. And my son, do not forget my law, but let your heart keep my command. For the length of your days and the long life are peace, and they will add to you. Let not mercy and truth forsake you. Bind them around your neck. Write them on a tablet on your heart. And so find favor and high esteem in the sight of God and man. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all the ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your path. Do not be wise in your own eyes. Fear the Lord and depart from evil. It will be healthy to your flesh and strength to your bone. Honor the Lord with your possession and with the first fruit of all your increase. And so your barns will be filled with plenty, for your vats will overflow with new wine. My son, do not despise the chastening of the Lord, nor detest his correction. For when the Lord loves, he corrects, just as the Father, the Son, whom he delights. Happy is the man who finds wisdom. So I just wanted to tell him that by being in the house, and they always talk about God and the thing that just said about wisdom. And he showed us how to get wisdom. And the only way we can get wisdom is through the Lord.
Thank you. Amen.
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 Amen. Anybody else?
Well,
Posey, you don't have nothing to say?
Yeah, I just like to say thanks to Dad because whenever I needed anything, he always was there. And that's why when I have a chance to come down to see him and help him, I'll be right there. Because you can never do enough to appreciate what your parents do for you. So I thank you so much for helping me over the years.
Thank you, Hosey. I appreciate that.
Okay.
Anybody?
I want to tell Dad thank you for everything.
Breaking up.
One of the best decisions. Oh, am I breaking up? One of the best decisions he ever made was telling me not to go to Mississippi Valley. And so I went to Jackson State. And going to Jackson State helped me get the job that I have to take care of my family. And it taught me a lot about family and trying to get everybody to do right. And we stayed together and things are way things are right now. I'm able to getting ready to move back close to family. So everything is, we talked about God and Jesus while we was growing up. And so it's still going on right now. So I wouldn't be here without everything they've done for me. So as soon as I get back, I'm gonna do something for you because I appreciate everything you've done. So thank you for everything.
Amen.
Nice. Amen. Vada, did you say anything?
Oh yeah, I was the first one to speak.
You were the first one. All right. Thank you, guys. So, Granddaddy, with all that being said, what do you want to leave behind? What do you want to say to all your kids? So, what legacy? Although all the grands are not on here.
Well, all of them. Just to serve, just to do right, live right, care for one another. Yeah, because that's what my family did when I was coming up. There's 8 of us boys, never have one of us been in prison, been in jail or anything. So, and love one another. That's what I tell them. Should love one another and care for one another.
And Tammy, I got one other thing I want to say.
Okay.
I just want to tell everybody, last year in March, we started the prayer and the singing.
Yeah.
And I just appreciate everybody because most families wouldn't have lasted this long.
That's true.
And 8 o'clock every night, I look forward to it. You can't get me to go nowhere at after 7 o'clock. Because I'm waiting on the family call. And I thank all of y'all, and I wish we'd had a few more brothers that would have been here, but that's what happens sometimes. Family, somebody get left behind, but keep on doing it. And I hope we keep on doing it because I done talked to most of y'all more this year, last year, I have in a lifetime. So thank y'all.
Beautiful. Yeah, so I guess that whole COVID thing did change some things for the better then with family.
Yeah.
You start to appreciate each other more because you can't get out and see each other like you used to.
Right.
So.
Yep.
Well, it's going on the second year now. And
Yes, it is.
yeah.
Yes, it is. Well, guys, I want to thank you all so much for being on my podcast again. I appreciate it. I had a blast being with family. So I thank you guys for taking out your time because you could have done something else. With this
Thank you,
moment.
Tammy.
Thank you.
I love it. I love being able to create memories with you because this is something that because we're not together, at least we can create memories some other kind of way to remember us by and as a family. So
thank you.
Thank you guys so much.
And we wanna hear you sing tonight on the prayer night.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you so much.